Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Hikram bin Zaidi. My matric number is 056870. Currently, I am studying in University Sultan Zainal Abidin in Bachelor of Science Computer in Computer Network Security. So today, I am going to discuss on the subject of security management subtopic which that I have chose, which is governance. So, governance. What is the mean by governance? Governance is the system which an organization directs and controls IT security. Or in a term, IT security governance is the system by which an organization directs and controls IT security, which is adapted from ISO 38500. Security governance effectively coordinates the security activities of the organization. On the other hand, governance is defined as the process of developing and maintaining a system to ensure that information security initiatives are consistent with and support business interests, comply with relevant laws and regulation by adhering to policies and internal controls. And also, it provides responsibility allocation, all in effort to manage risks. Governance is a system and a process. It is not a single activity. Therefore, successful implementation of a good governance strategy require a systematic approach that incorporates strategic planning, risk management, and performance management. IT security governance should not be confused with IT security management. Although they sound similar, information security governance and information security management operate at completely different level of the business. One at the board level and the other at the management level. To put it, it to put it in a general term, security governance is a framework or standard set out by the board members, directors or partners of an organization. Then this system outlines the security goals of the company and establishing how they will operate. While the management, they align the organization function to its strategic objective. It is a practical enforcement of the policies and practice defined by the information security governance structure. So now we know what is governance. Next, we move on to the importance of governance. Why is governance important? So governance is important to achieve the desired outcomes and behavior. The relationship between IT governance and effective value creation of IT investment has long been recognized, and it is cited as the reason for achieving excellent results in the management of IT. Also, it provides a focus on costs since IT is expensive and they change through the flow of time. Governance also important for effective communication between the customer and providers. By how? By establishing joint accountability for IT investment. The better the assurance of the organization in mean of business, the more the customer tend to invest towards the organization. Next is the reduction of risk. The risk is either cyber attack or cyber threat. They can be reduced by a proper risk management of the governance. And lastly, governance are important to gain a competitive advantage. By implementing a strategic IT governance elements, the organization can gain a huge advantage between their competitors. So now we know what is governance and why is governance is important. So we might be wondering, how does the governance functions? So I will tell you guys how the governance function. So how is it work? Well, it usually comes as a framework of guidelines, protocols, procedures, or methods in institution. The organization can adapt a framework or they can design and build their own framework as long as the feasibility and effectivity are there. So be it adapted or created, an IT governance framework is strong and efficient as long as it has the following basics. The first one is risk management. So first of all, knowing the risks and threats of their data and system is as vital as butter is to bread. It is important to know the possible problems of the data that are prone to or the system are exposed to. This will enable the organization to eliminate the threats and manage the risks as early as possible. This process also will direct to designing an action in response to an actual attack being had. Next is response and recovery plan. Cybersecurity is not just a matter of protecting our data and system from crisis. It is also preparing our data and system for instance of crisis. An action plan in response to cyber attacks is a must-have in every company. So be sure to keep in mind that crises are inevitable and attacks are unpredictable. So we might not know when the crisis of attack will occur. Maybe today or maybe after we got back from work or tomorrow. We might not know. So better hope for the best and prepare for the worst. And lastly, policies and procedures. So generally speaking, IT governance is most simply and most concretely carried out in the form of rules and regulations. It is necessarily for every institution to have a specific do and do not in its operation, especially in data management. But beyond by having these rules, it is the significance of the members of the institution, on knowing these rules beforehand. So the members must know the rules beforehand and follow the rules because policies are for everyone's information and observant as well as the procedures. So the main things is the members should follow and knows the rules beforehand before the customers. So now we know what is governance, why it is important, so how the governance functions or how does the governance work. Now we move on with the elements of IT governance. IT governance elements consist of strategic alignment, value delivery, risk management, resource management, and performance management. So governance offer formula for success and allows leaders, governance offers a formula for success and allows leaders with federal agency to be active in the strategic management of IT. So these steps are made sure to be followed in step. So strategic alignment, such thing as formalized business objective, up-to-date IT strategy, as well as linkage between business objective and initiative. So governance works hand in hand with IT portfolio management to align IT investment with with agency of it with agency objective, enabling federal managers to improve responsiveness to challenges and manage current and future IT investment. It provides transparency to agency IT investment and ensure taxpayer money is spent in accordance with the agency mission. Value delivery, which is IT tactical plans, clear benefits for each level of the organization. So infrastructure or the system uptime, application or the degree of automation, operational, product or productivity, and also financial, the income. So given this, governance allows leadership to actively commit on improving the management and control of IT activities in the agency. The next one is risk management. Risk management is defined as responsibility for risk analysis methodology or the strategies for addressing risks, as well as continuous monitoring of threats, occurrence, and impact. So proactive risk management ensure that IT federal managers and leadership are aware of the risks associated with the IT initiative and provides the basis of implement risk mitigation strategy. The next one is resource management. So resource management is about sourcing strategies or no no no. Resource management is about sourcing strategies as well as human management practice, users manual, segregation of duties, time reporting, infrastructure lifecycle management, acceptable usage policies. So, proper management of critical resource enables control in planning and organizing, and organizing IT initiative. This gives federal managers the ability to ensure adequate IT support is available for current and future IT investment. And the last one is performance measurement. Performance measurements is in relevant and measurable metrics, also continuous monitoring and reporting, also follow-up policies, root cause analysis, and problem management. This is also benchmarking against industry practice and proven standards of frameworks. Governance provide federal managers with the framework to manage all IT initiatives and demands through a single point where they are prioritized and fulfilled. It allows standardizing technology platforms and helps managers make informed decisions on IT initiative. I will adjust this a bit. Now we move on with the benefits of IT governance. Since we have know what is governance and what is importance, how does the governance function, as well as the elements of IT governance. So you might be wondering, what's the benefits of having IT governance, or what the benefits of governance itself? So governance itself strengthen the relationship between the organization and IT. The governance helps ensure limited IT resources are focused on the right strategy and tactical activities at the right time. By optimizing their processes, they don't have to waste time on clunky processes that they had previously been in place. The next one is risk activities are secure. So controlling our risks doesn't come automatically. So it has to be studied in a working environment where a standard replicable process has been implemented. So IT governance helps track risks in a controlled experimented environments, ensuring that we are safe and secure from any kind of threats or attacks. So enhance visibility into the IT function's ability. So governance done this to achieve its both tactical and strategic objective. It ensures that key performance indicators or KPIs of the organization are achieved as well as for day-to-day activities and also longer term or strategy initiative. And last one is it improves adaptability of the IT function. How does it work? So governance helps on the improvement towards the organization as well as adapting to new IT environment changes. This also includes of formality of governance structure or processes and activities which enables more efficient and effective response to changes. And some of the changes might be the flow of times or a new technology that come out. So they improve the adaptability of the company itself. So now we have know the benefits of IT governance. So let's move on with the governance frameworks or IT governance frameworks. Let's talk about IT governance framework. So framework. What is an IT governance framework? So IT governance frameworks is a roadmap that defines the method used to implement, manage, and report in its governance within said organization. So, what is the common types of governance frameworks? Or you guys might be wondering what are the common type of governance framework? So, the common types of governance frameworks are COVID, AS 8015, which is established in 2005, ISO or IEC 38500 2015, ITIL, COSO, CMMI, and FAIR or FAIR. So COVID stands for Control Objective for Information and Related Technology. This is by far the most popular framework out there. It gives staff a reference of 37 IT processes, with each process defines with process inputs and outputs objective, methods to measure performance, and more. AS 8015 2005, a technical standard that is developed in Australia and published in 2005. So this framework is a 12-page framework that includes 6 principles for effective IT governance. The next one is ISO IC 38500 2015. So these frameworks aim to assist those at the top of the organization to better grasp their legal and ethical obligation when it comes to their company's use of IT. The next one is ITIL. ITIL stands for Information Technology Infrastructure Library. This framework includes 5 management best practice from strategy to design that aims to ensure that IT supports core business operation. And next is COSO. So COSO are from the Commit of Sponsoring Organization of the Tradeway Commissions. So these frameworks, they are focuses on more general and less IT focused processes with an emphasis on enterprise risk management and fraud deterrence. We move on with CMMI. CMMI are also known as the capability maturity model. It, capability maturity model integration framework. So this process uses a scale of 1 to 5 to better understand how the organization is performing and maturing over time. In other words, it is a process and behavior model that helps organizations streamline process improvement and encourage productivity. If efficient behaviors that decrease risk in software as well as product and service development. And last one is FAIR, FAIR, is also known as the factor analysis of information risk. So this framework has an emphasis on cybersecurity and risk assessment. So with the goal of making better informed decision. The model the model evaluate factors that contribute to IT risks and how they impact each other while breaking down risks by identifying and defining the risk model. Pardon. So now we have known what is governance, why it is important, what is the goals, what is the benefits of governance, how the governance function, the elements of IT governance, and the common type of governance. So now we have come to conclusion. So in a conclusion, information security governance is crucial for any business as it not only allows for budgeting for both capacity and new technologies, but it also helps prepare for times of disaster. So weaknesses in the area of information security governance can result in the board members, directors, or partners being held responsible for breaches, damage to the company's reputation, and even financial loss. So in the end, being aware of our data and the ins and outs are technically the keys to data security governance. I'm sorry. To protect and secure something, we need to know about it deeply and thoroughly by monitoring the daily use of our value data and the important information, supervise their going out and coming in, as well as their storage and transmittance. So information security governance also helps to outline goals and standards of framework for an organization to achieve their goals or their objective or their business goals. So indeed, without any of these things helps, an organization procedure cannot be never can never be defined. So security governance is necessary for the information security management to work within a company. So that's all that I can say about governance. So thank you for listening and thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Thank you.